Okay, hello everyone. I'm here to show you how to create your own fillable PDFs fillable worksheets with PDFescape. In this tutorial, I'm going to go very quickly. Supposing that you already have your PDFs or your worksheets designed, you just basically go to PDFescape.com. And you use the free online. Don't use the desktop, because the desktop you have to pay for it. And you can enjoy the same things, the same features in the online version. So when you get in, you can log in. Actually, you can create without logging in, but creating an account will save you the documents online for I think 7 days. Anyway, when you log in, this is your screen. You basically you can edit PDF files. You upload your PDF to PDFescape. You could create a new one, but it's not really that necessary. And here's the price if you're interested. If you want to use the desktop editing. When you upload the worksheet, this is what comes up. And it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. If there are elements in the PDF that I want to eliminate, I just use a whiteout. So the whiteout is just a blank square. I want to eliminate this, and on the second page, I want to eliminate this as well. When I go back, I can actually use, in the form field section, I can actually use several. I have text paragraph, checkbox, radio or ratio. I call it ratio actually. Drop down, and then several others, but I use just a few of them. And you can actually create just text fields. And you can handle pretty much everything in the worksheet, but you can get a little more creative if you have a little time. So for example, let's create our first form field. It's a text, so basically you draw a square. What I do is I change this to auto, so that the size of the font fits perfectly in the square, so it doesn't scroll to the right. And then I like the red color, so I'll just keep it like that, but you can change the color if you want. In this case, I can just right click and duplicate, and I can duplicate as many times as I want in this case. Or you can, and here students introduce the letter. The letter of the matching exercise. You can get a little fancier. For example, you can do like a drop down, and you select. In the drop down, it comes up like this. Okay, I choose auto as well. And in the properties, in the object properties here, I introduce the options. Okay, so I leave a blank space, so I don't want anything to show up in the box. And then I start A, B, C, D, E. So as many options as you have. You can make it require or read only if you don't want any changes. You can sort the options, for example, but it doesn't make sense if you have A, B, C, D. This could be, for example, if you have different options like a text options, and then you can actually try it out here, and you can just copy and paste. You don't have to create. You can just duplicate, and then you will create the different options. Here, you can actually do the text field. Okay, so you create a text field here and select the auto, and then you're done. Or you can get you can make it fancier, and you just go over ratio. So you select, you click, and then you duplicate. But when you duplicate, it comes out blank, which means that if you select this one, it will turn off the previous one. And that makes it, looks cooler, because if you have three options in this case, for example, duplicate, you have different options. For example, that your students will choose only one. But when you move on to number 2, you have to create a new batch. So you go over and you choose ratio, and you just create a new batch. Okay, so for every number you have to create a new batch. Okay, you can create also a text form here. Okay, and click auto, for example, if you want to just put the mark. In this case, in this one, number 3, I just create a text field. Here, click auto. You can, for example, avoid. I mean, the auto shrinks the text, the size of the font, so it fits the square. But if you, for example, want to have longer texts, let's say that they have to do a writing and they have to, this is the size of the box in which they have to do the writing. In the object properties, make sure that you select do not scroll, because then the text would be like forever fitting and shrinking. In this case, for example, I would probably use a specific font, and you have to make it multi-line. Okay, so you go OK, and I will probably select a size 11. So when I type here, it will it would do like this. Okay, so it will go down in the following line. Okay, so the text doesn't scroll to the right, disappears in the box, or it moves the whole text. Okay, so you can delete, and I will create a new one. Okay, text. In this case, in the case of, for example, if you want to make these that students want to cross out because they can't, in this case they can't, I will probably use a checkbox. Okay, so I will make, I mean, it takes a little time, of course. I'll change the color to red and duplicate. Okay, so you duplicate and you turn them off. Okay, and for every letter, I mean, it's not really that necessary. I mean, if you can do this, for example, if you want to make it easier for the students to cross out the ones that they've done, because I know that from experience, I know that they can get confused. They don't know which words they've used, and they can repeat or forget one word. So I play nice and do this so they can just cross out the ones they haven't done. Here, just text fields can work here pretty well. And that's pretty much it. I mean, you don't have to do a lot of things to create your fillable forms. I mean, of course you save it here and you can download it. Okay, and you can just open it, and you will see, for example, that there are fillable forms. Here you can select the letter. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I mean, there's no mystery. I mean, it's quite simple. My recommendation is that you save it in your computer, and then you're done. You can just distribute your worksheets with your students, and I believe that's everything you need to know about this. Thank you very much.